or I just might have missed that. But GOW, they have. And unfortunate for them, they have lost. But fortunate enough, losses is not technically loss. It's a learning experience. And GOW, because of that experience, they might be a little bit stronger this time around.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Because GOW is also has quite a sad backstory. Like in recent times of competition, they were what 1-2 slots away from an EWC appearance in EWC 2024 that was taken to PE Sports, and then PE Sports weren't able to perform on their world stage, and then the entire region missed out this year in the Esports World Cup. So if anything, PE Sports have shown that they are doing pretty well in the fall season in BR. They just won against Todak. W.A.G also showed that they're doing well so far in Clash Squad and also Battle Royale. Now it's GOW's turn to step up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, GOW needs to show that they really are the god of Wolf. But it would take probably 2 or 3 rounds to see that. And it doesn't end right here. It's just the beginning of round 1 for Clash Squad mode. And plenty of days to see these teams play out. But here we go. The beginning of the end for this day, and it is now on in Nextera for both the teams.
Of course, we got one of the newest members on the side of AJL, Team SR. First debut on a competitive stage 2, or at least a very new debut. So the experience does come into play and relies on the veterans to keep him in check. A couple of early tags onto Cypher. And Demon just pops him. Not seem to be aware of where Demon was. Chino needs to somehow salvage this. That reload could have costed him his life, but was able to get it back together. Dashes forward, finds the reset with the Rebel Rush. The Yan goes down, and Chino delivers in the opening round. GOW down to just Hans and Rip. And unfortunately for him, AG Global just has more members. Hans gets his dome shot. Rip wants to bring him back, but the rest of AGL are coming in, and unfortunately, Rip being prone there isn't doing him any good. This pistol round should go to AGL.
Exactly, and it seems like GOW would have this game handed against them. Now, Do just waiting for the opportunity, the blue closing in, and there's no way out. Even Rip with a shotgun, not so much can be done, and Do is just keeping his distance, taking a good view, and giving the signal as well to the rest of the teams. It's just a matter of time though, and they're just waiting. They don't want to risk anything. But it seems that AGAL already have this in the bag. Despite of the shift, if you pushes out, Rip will definitely be RIP.
Yeah, again, not taking any chances on prisoners. There we go. A guaranteed win. We knew that from the start. So not too big of a surprise there for the side of AG Global. Obviously, when you look back at this, there were certain moments where it felt like GOW could have had a better chance at turning it around. It's just not landing the shots. They did catch, AGAL sort of, sleeping at the wheel for a while, but was not able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, and that's one thing though. I mean, that area of the map where inaccuracy really needs to be on point. There's a lot of hiding spot. There's a lot of cover through those glass walls, but you saw the shots coming from Do. Like, he'd know for a fact if the ones on crouch moves, then a little bit of pixel shows up. But for GOW right now, they are first on the airdrop. So this advantage that they have, and you're seeing double revolvers as well coming from GOW. So this is great firepower, but not so much of distance compared to the AC-80 that Do has right now.
Oh, yeah. That's why AG, I think they can afford to play this slow too. Double revolvers on a couple of the players. Do, as always, masterfully trying to look for a location. Just missed one of the GOW members. Cypher with the sight in hand, not able to get any contact. Now brings out the double revolver. Good accuracy on that shot. Dian instantly goes down. GOW didn't stand a chance in that initial scuffle.
See, I mean, Hans gunned down, left the Demon and Rip and Rip has been spotted. Do repositions and gets shot on Demon. Quickly repositions as well, but pretty much in the same spot. And there goes Cypher going down from the hands of Demon. Now, 2 needs to get close. Glue wall stops those shots, but not for long. Demon tries to reposition and still being gunned down from both sides. Demon G, will he be able to recover? I don't think he had enough of the meds though, but he still have a 1 on his hand. And well, swarming from below would be AG Global, and well, not so much similar to what we've seen earlier from Rip. Not so much that Demon can do to win this fight.
Oh yeah. And again, the blue zone is gonna take him out regardless. So AG Global, quick second round.
Blood.
This one pretty much, you know, preordained with how that round went down. GOW never really stood a chance with the initial shot that we saw from the double revolver. Because of utility usage, very patient and accurate from the side of AGAL. Just what the doctor ordered. A round 3 is where people will look to GOW to try and turn it around when they had experienced the first 2 rounds. The weapons on the side of AG Global are good, of course, but at least GOW gains access to some decent ones themselves.
Let's see, I mean, sticking together, smart move, airdrop priority, even smarter, but will they be able to maintain? Demon already cooking a nade. There goes the Flame Mirage, and Rip right now stands in front of Cypher, and there goes the shred, but didn't put so much against Cypher's HP. But Rip and Hands, double team, tag team. Now Team NSR with a quick pickup, but will it pay dividends for them? Chinoy goes down. It's now another split being done by GOW, and only 2 remains. And this might be it. This is the trouble that do often experience if the front line falls down.
Yeah, and really can't do much to against a 1v4. We say if you win game number 3, the round number 3, sorry, you stop a snowball potential. And GOW did it in perfect fashion. Flawless round. Right when they need to do so, to stop AGL from spiraling this round out of control. The best way to do it is to do it in a flawless manner with whatever weaponry you have, and then you regain control of the economy, and then you send AG spiraling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have the weapon from your opponent that has been set, and then you have economy as well as the lead. And but the way I'm looking at it, it's more of how they can stack up on armor. And as you can see, it's all across the board. Level 3s, armor, helmets for GOW. So hopefully this will not go to waste, because it seems like AG Global will go in for a slower pace this time around. Especially they lost a lot of weaponries earlier. But for Cypher, he is still slowly creeping in. The glue wall will give them that information. Team SR will receive a little bit of damage.
Not enough to take him down, and that's good news. You can say the same for Demon. They both breathe a sigh of relief. Obviously, if you are GOW, you definitely have a better shot at this. Remember, it's back to full health. Can't say the same for AG Global, though. Team SR still needs a bit of help to work with. Hans getting clipped somehow. Survived for longer than he should, and that allows Dian to get a trade on the Chinoy. A 1-for-1. Cypher up the stairs. Trying to look for Rip, was able to slip into the shadows as the rest of GOW cleans up house. And now the burden shifts onto the Cypher, and it's too heavy this round. GOW equalized.
I love the distraction that's being done. Ring around Rosie, trying to get away, and GOW just managed to survive despite of the first blood being dealt. And with that distraction, the isolation that has been pulled by Dian right here was the game changer in this fight. And there you have it, Rip, Mini Uzi, headshot on that final bout, and this brings a point to GOW's side, as well as a good chance of recovery later on. So it's equalized right now, 2-on-2, and we still don't know who's going to get the win, because Hans and Rip already in the front line, who might be able to take down Cypher, but Team SR on AC-80, and we know Dude would be using the same weapon as well, but he's not putting so much of risk right here. Pulls away in the perfect timing, getting away from Rip and Hands, and this can pull GOW to a standstill, or probably even bait it out.
Oh yeah, Let's see. GOW is going to be sticking together. We have the chrono on Cypher still available. The time turner is there. AG Global being very patient with this. Where's for GOW? They want information. Truly want to get something out of AG Global to fish them out. Cypher is not really budging, and that allows Cheetoy to find an angle, take down Rip, and now Cypher springs into the action. Barely sees the edge of the cloak. Finally drops the dome. The Ignis Wall comes through as support from backline, and Cypher's sacrifice wasn't worth it. And Team SR shows up on time, brings him back up. GOW down 3 men.
Yeah,
Double
and
kill.
there you have it. The lead will be taken by AG Global, but also seeing Cypher right now. And the reason why he's always in the front line, because he does have that Shiru on him as passive skill, the damage delivered. So when he is hit, it forms an energy as well as it marks the attacker. So it gives information to Do, and that's where Do just like Do, even Chinoy does the work from the long range. And I am loving this, a different approach and passive skill that's really working well with their playstyle.
Again, brilliant stuff from AGAL. Patience is a virtue, and that's something that they are demonstrating to us right now. And in this round, let's see if they can continue that. Rip already lost a bit of his health bar. Cypher once more. Brazenly holding the front, and that's what the chrono allows him to do. You hold these angles, and now with the support of the firewall, it's more than enough to take out Rip. The execution is pixel perfect. Hans stood no chance.
And this is what I'm talking about. A front line being this strong, stacked together, and them isolating GOW 2-2. Like, it's more of what Do has done, but no, the slip up coming from Cypher. It's a good thing that Cypher is not out just yet and can be picked up. Now AG Global, 4-man strong, going against Dion with that VSK, but Do would be the ones dealing with him. There's no reason for the rest of the team to move, but well, Team SR just wants to bring that pressure outside of blue, but he will be the one who deals the final shot.
And AGAL now in a commanding position, 4-2, undoing whatever maneuver or chance of comeback that GOW was attempting. The past 2 rounds have been pretty clean. Again, it's just the execution. Nothing more than that. Maybe Graph Labs can change that in this multiple time. That if anything, Graph Labs is going to be that area that really shakes things up.
Yeah, I mean, it does shake my game up every time I jump in here, but let's see though. Team SR already in position outside to get shots, probably against Rip and Hans, but Dion would be pressured, and there goes the shot, still not going down. Cypher in the front line, and there goes the jump. Time turner into space. Not quite sure how he will be saved by that time turner, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the plan to put pressure and isolate players from GOW. Only Hands remain, make that no one remains. And as quickly as that, they grab the 5th point.
Again, perfectly done from the side of AJL, really making it look like Chow's play. It's just the execution. The timing of how they execute these offenses, these rushes have been something that GOW have been struggling to deal with. Every single time it is AGL getting the drop on them, the attacks coming at unexpected timings and the utility usage all in sync. GOW, they need to somehow stem this bleeding. Is match point for AGL.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Hans and Rip always isolated from rest of the team. I understand the gameplay, but it doesn't work in most instances against what AGL is showing. But Cypher right now, Blue Wall missed that isolation, but they did manage to push them out. Demon receiving in damage, backstab onto Dion as well, and Cypher ends it with a mag 7. A follow-up, but Demon managed to get away. Even a drop would not save him, as Cypher is too aggressive, and this is what AGAL needs. They only need 1 point and only 2 players to deal with, but that has been backed into the corner.
This should be lights out for GOW as AGAL cleans it up. It's a quick 6-2 scoreline. give AJL map 1 on Xterra.
They didn't even break a sweat. They didn't even break a sweat. I know there was a pressure in the beginning of the match because like pistol rounds doesn't give you that much of firepower. The moment that they got that momentum, AGAL just brought it home. And well, that's just one game. Let's see if GOW can bring another one in here